Hello again, sports fans, and welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV. And already we're starting out with some internet issues, and we had some internet issues today, but we hope we've got it all straightened out. Welcome to Cable Channel 15 TV, and David Black, Hayden Schultz, along with Ben Black, Josh Nation behind the camera as he always is, and we're trying to get everything all sorted out. But it's playoff time, and it's Newport and Corning. And Hayden, I'll start with you. Anytime it's playoff time, it's great. But normally during playoff time, you're on a hot streak going in, and the Hounds haven't played in weeks.
Yeah, we were just talking about this first game we played in the month of November. I mean, the last game we played was October 30th against Harding for a conference title, and ended up coming short in that game. So the Hounds are obviously well rested. I guess you could take that as a positive, not having to beat up on anybody. I did have a Week 10 game, and then obviously had the bye with no one playing, and then last week was a playing game. So we'll take on the Corning Bobcats tonight, and this team has got things going for them in the right direction here this season. Larry Treadway, I think they've won 5-6 games this year.
6, yep.
And they're going to come in as 5 seed. The Hounds the 2 seed, playing host to a good Corning Bobcat team, David.
Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, providing. Well, again, we're trying to stay on the air here at, are we on David Black or are we on Cable 15 TV? Okay, folks. We apologize for the inconvenience. We're 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from kickoff. You see at the center of the field, there's Chris Reynolds, and with the coin toss, and we'll decide we're just kind of shell-shocked that we're trying to make this thing work. But anyway, I was telling you, the game's brought to you by Jackson's Funeral Home, White River Health System, Arkansas Steel Associates. They bring you the pregame show. And the captains, they're talking at the center of the field, and it looked like Corning has won the toss, and they've elected to receive. But we hope we stay on the air. We're going to do our best. It's Newport and Corning playing in the first round of the playoffs for us. Hayden, these guys had to play a play-in game last week and soundly defeated Baptist Prep.
They took care of Baptist Prep for sure. I believe they were at home. And 58-24, I think, was final score. So, I mean, these guys can run the ball. They run behind that big right tackle and that big tight end that they have. And you'll see some trickery tonight, obviously, maybe some onside kicks and going for it and such things like that. These guys are coming down here to win. I mean, they're not intimidated by the Greyhounds, and rightfully so. They've won 6 ball games this year in an old conference that we played in last year. And they've had a successful season, and they think they deserve to be here.
Well, I'm going to say this. The schools participating in this playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. As authorized by their school boards, the administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. Ben Black, it's an exciting time anytime you've got a game going.
Oh, no doubt about it. Just glad to be a part of the playoffs. It's our first game in November, as Hayden mentioned. Usually you're a couple weeks in on the playoffs, but right now this is the first round. We've got Corning here at the house. Corning has had a pretty good year, considering where they have been in the past few years. Coach Treadway, at the head of that leadership for Corning, and it's just going to be a fun ball game. The Hounds look to get on a roll as feels like a season opener, Dave.
Well, it does that, and we're excited to be here, and the winner gets the opportunity to play either Hoxie or whomever Hoxie is playing tonight. Hoxie's the big favorite in that football game.
Lake City.
Yeah, or Lake Village.
Lake Village.
Yeah, and you expect Hoxie to win that football game and going on the road to Hoxie. So Corning or Newport, the winner of this one, will have to be on the road to play the Hoxie Mustangs. And just want to remind everybody about jobs at ADC. And if you're looking for a job, you can call 870-512-2274. Or 870-512-2214 and ask them about the jobs either in the McPherson unit or the Grams unit. We're just about ready to go. We're a minute 40 away. Football game, the Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations for which these events are adopted by the schools themselves are determined by the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for the high school youth. The Hounds to kick off. Hayden Schultz, what do you see here, man?
The Hounds just got to play smart football. Obviously, we want a good, clean football game. Good buddy Brian Prince always said, we just want to play clean and get out of this thing injury-free.
First Community Bank kickoff.
DJ Marshall to kick it deep for the Hounds. It'll go through his hands and go in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. DJ, a guy who can kick it to the end zone, and goes through a guy right there, and we'll take it at the 20.
Hey, not a bad place to take over for the Hounds there.
And I will say this, you're talking about a big offensive line, and I mean, these guys are, 260 pounds at the tight end and 325 pounds at the right tackle, 265 pounds at the right guard. You expect these guys to try to run the football right at the Greyhounds.
Colin Hill, Jagger Robinson, Abel Robinson, Tyler Johnson going to be that front for the Hounds. Seeing Jadarius Reed in familiar territory at outside linebacker as they go toss play to the top of the screen. Chris Reynolds there to bring him down. No gain on the play, maybe a loss.
Yeah, Eli Alcorn getting the start at free safety and moving Nunk up to the outside linebacker, something we hadn't seen all year, Hayden.
Antoine Hardaway and C.J. Young in at the inside linebackers. Kylan Ellis and Theron Davis at the cornerback positions. As we've got 2nd and 10 here for the Bobcats from the 20-yard line.
11.5 to go here in the first.
Here's the snap, a little misdirection coming this way. Jadarius Reed is there and brings him down, and we have seen that time and time again. And, boy, when you put Jadarius at that outside linebacker position that he hadn't got to play this year.
Well, all year long he's been 15 yards from the ball, and for him to be right there 8 yards from the football, he's going to be a big difference maker.
It's 3rd down and 17 here for Corning, and not territory that they want to be in.
Clock under 11 minutes to go here in the first.
From the 13-yard line. Still wing formation. Here's the snap, and they go fullback dive, no fake, quarterback keep, as he'll fight and get to the 21-yard line. 16-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 14 for the Bobcats that they looked upon here early.
Well, you already see Jadarius Reed making a play from his new position, and we've played closer to the line of scrimmage all year last year. We've had him at free safety, as y'all mentioned, but Jadarius Reed, Chris Reynolds, just a solid defensive effort. And number 2 goes back for the punt, and that's Theron Davis, and he's got the speed to take it to the house anytime he touches the football.
Good snap. Hounds look to bring pressure, but they're going to get it off. As Davis is fielded around the 46, and Davis going to go to the top of your screen looking for a return, as he'll just run out of bounds around the 38-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hounds.
9:58 to go here in the first quarter. Good return by Davis there. Hounds will set up shop with good field position and try to get a score early here.
One thing I've often said, and I've said it for many, many years, if you can kick the ball into the end zone and start your opponent at the 20-yard line, your chances of success in turning the field are excellent, and you saw it right there.
Ballantyne in at the tailback position here for the Hounds. 1st and 10 from the 38. Long count, and they get the Bobcats.
I like the call.
Weston Henderson, Brady Cook, Abel Robinson, Jagger Robinson, Jacob Osher, that offensive line unit that has been exceptionally well for the Hounds.
When you come out like that, Hayden Schultz, and you have a no call and they jump, that keeps those guys honest for the rest of the night, at least for the half. They're going to be thinking, boy, they make sure it's on, watch the football, make sure they're not calling the dead call.
1st and 5, Marshall's going to look to throw. He's got Eli Alcorn open in the flat. Eli sticks his foot in the ground. Touchdown Greyhounds from the first play of offense for the Hounds, and they get 6.
Nice little throw and catch there from Marshall to Alcorn. Alcorn on an out route just takes it down the sidelines for a touchdown. That's 6-0 Hounds here early as we await the extra point.
Marshall went through his progressions there. I think he was first looking for Kendall. They had that guy in double coverage and just made his way back across and finds Eli Alcorn for the 6. And Keedy snap, Reynolds a hold, Hill the kick, and good. And the Hounds lead here 7-0 with covering about 38 yards of Bratcher Real Estate. Go see him at BratcherOneRealEstate.com.
Well, the Hounds just did what they needed to do offensively. The first thing that they did is they ran the long count, got the 5 yards, and threw a pass to a playmaker, Eli. And that's just it's just good coaching on our part. Get it into the hands of those guys that can make plays, and Eli is one of those guys who can do it. But it all goes back to the kick into the end zone when the kid missed the football. But DJ making things happen on special teams by kicking the ball and throwing the football on offense.
DJ Marshall, just an exceptional athlete. I mean, he's kind of been a guy that we really didn't know, and we've talked about this a lot, didn't really know what he was going to have to do this year, and ended up being the quarterback. And he's also the guy that can kick it to the back of the end zone for us. So DJ Marshall, a tremendous role in this Hound 15.
No doubt about it. Hayden, just a sophomore, had to step up and take the reins.
First Community Bank kickoff, and I believe we left a little early.
But Marshall came in here as a sophomore, not knowing, in the offseason that he was going to be the starter, assumably playing behind one-year starter Eli Alcorn, who was to be a junior, and then the accident happened, and Marshall has done an excellent job of leading the Hounds thus far.
So we'll have another First Community kickoff coming right up. 9:50 to play in the first quarter. Hounds on top 7-0, as you see on your screen. We hope we stay on the air. We just had some tough times getting on, but we're good to go.
Little hick 'em up.
Go see First Community Bank at 2525 Malcolm in Newport, Arkansas, and we'll redo it from the 35 now as Marshall kicks a line drive, and great hands by the front guy for the Bobcats to jump on it, and they'll have good field position at the 45-yard line. Well, that was a bullet.
Yeah, fielded by Fisher Francis. He is the actual snapper, the center for that offensive line. He's another big guy, too, and the Hound defense, we'll name those guys as we go.
Weston Henderson and Jeremy Jarrett in at the defensive tackles position now as they go handoff up the middle. Antoine Hardaway, Chris Reynolds in on the tackle. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
These guys have got players. Amaker's a good player out on the perimeter, and their quarterback certainly is a good player. And Rangel, 5'7", 200 pounds, and I was watching him throw the football before the game. That guy can chunk the thing. I wouldn't be surprised to see Corning try to open it up right here.
Godare and Alexander also in at the defensive end positions. Show a little different front here on the second defensive series. And Coach Treadway wants a timeout for the Bobcats.
9:10 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead at 7-0 over Corning.
El Puente Mexican Restaurant, St. Michael's Health and Rehab, Eye Care RX Pharmacy, and State Farm Insurance. Andrew Roach, all part of the broadcast sponsorship. WRMC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, Ben Black, and all the things that he does, and Merchants and Planters Bank for safe banking. I want to remind everybody about Diaz Scrap Metal, the recycling center at 2924 Highway 367 north of Newport. Brand new building. Their phone number is 523-3858. If you want to recycle some stuff and you want to get paid to do it, they buy cars, they buy iron, copper, cans, brass, steel, stainless, electric motors. Diaz Scrap Metal is the place to earn yourself some money.
Coach Treadway got his offense lined out there and talked to, made some adjustments, and here we go, Hayden.
We're going to go shotgun formation now for the Bobcats. 2nd and 10 from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw. One-on-one coverage, throws it up, and Kylan Ellis there to bat it away, and it'll come up incomplete and bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage by Kylan there. He's been pretty much the shutdown corner for us. Every time we need a stop, he's been there to do his job. Talked to his father some last week. Said they're excited about the run, so we're going to looking forward, man.
3rd down and 10 coming up for Corning with 9:05 to play in the first quarter. You see the score on your screen.
Shotgun formation again, 4-receiver look. Here's the snap, fake, quarterback keeping, and Jadarius Reed will pounce on him around the 49-yard line, and it'll bring up a 4th down, and we'll see if Corning's going to roll the dice here and go for it across midfield.
Well, this is where Newport has been so good the last several years defensively, is on these 4th downs, especially 4th downs and short. This is going to be 4th down and about a long 3 or a short 4. I expect long count first, and then I expect these guys to really go for it.
Bringing in the first defensive line unit in, letting them get a breather. As a big 4th down here in the ball game early with 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Fake, quarterback tries to keep again, and he's stuffed. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
No room there. The Hound defense does its job with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds will take over near midfield.
Antoine Hardaway in on the tackle, and that guy has been playing some very, very good football here late, David Black.
He has. He's an awesome player. He's a guy that can run to the football, and he'll stick his nose right in the middle of the action. 8:21, clock stops on change of possession. The Hound defense, once again, awesome on fourth down.
Reynolds and Alcorn and Davis and Kendall, as we'll have Davis come in motion on the jet sweep. Theron will be brought down, and I think he fumbled the football, and we'll have to wait for him to sort it out. I think Corning's got the football. We'll have to wait to rule, and they're going to say Corning football.
You know, a mistake that you don't want to make right there. You want to try to go up another score to kind of get out ahead, but that's just part of the game. Hound defense will come out and do their job once again.
Well, so the turnover on downs is for naught. And let's see what Corning can do here with the 8:12 mark of the first quarter.
Two-back formation. Snap right up the gut. And will be brought down around the 45-yard line. Good play on first down for the Bobcats.
That's Comstock. He's a big kid. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and he's the bread and butter guy just running straight at you. He gets 8 on the play, maybe 7, but to the 45-yard line in Greyhound territory. These guys can run the football.
7:45, and clock continues to move here in the first.
Here's the snap, and they go handoff, and played well. Colin Hill and Antoine Hardaway once again for the loss. Bring him back to around the 49-yard line.
That's just doing your job there from a defensive end standpoint, keeping contained and coming up the field or down the field at your man and making a tackle there. Good job, Colin Hill.
3rd and 7 probably coming up here.
After the loss of about 4. 3rd and 7. Maybe a play-action bootleg here. Here's the snap. Quarterback just keeps underneath. Gets a couple. 4th and about 5 now from the 47. Abel Robinson in on the tackle for the Hounds.
Along with Antoine Hardaway. He's in there just about every play, Hayden. 6:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Clock is moving. What do you dial up here, Hayden?
Well, you got to stay at home if you're a defense, and offensively, I think you spread them out and try to run inside. Here's the snap. Corning looks to throw the slant, and it's going to be batted away, incomplete, and another turnover on downs. And who broke it up, David?
Well, 7 was right there with a beautiful, just reach in, grab the ball. It actually hit the receiver's hands, and he just grabbed the football and pulled it right out. That's Antoine Hardaway.
Yeah, great job of defense there, dropping into coverage and reading that quarterback. Ellis was there also, had him on his hip, so just a good job of defense by the Hounds there. Another big turnover on downs.
Corning looks like man-to-man across the board. See if the Hounds will take a shot on 1st and 10. We'll go Ballantyne up the middle, and he shoots out of there like a rocket. As Ballantyne will have plenty for a Greenway Equipment Company first down, brought down around the 35-yard line.
What a job that guy's done all year of hitting the hole and just getting what he can get. He's a tough runner, and he runs a lot bigger than his actual playing size, Hayden Schultz.
Kylan Cried here at the bottom of the screen with Davis. Chris Reynolds in at the H-back now. Hounds looking to go heavy. They go Ballantyne again. Ballantyne having nowhere to go. And will be brought down for a loss as we do have a flag here.
Penalty flag was thrown late.
Had to be something a little extra.
At the 35-yard line in Corning territory. Jagger and one of their guys were having a little action there, and let's kind of sort it out here and see what those guys, we'll let those guys sort it out, and we'll let you know what it is.
.6:05 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds up 7-0 over Corning. So we're waiting on the officials to sort out the penalty.
Well, they've just got to They're going to wave it off then. So a loss on the play for the Hounds.
I don't understand, and I don't care who it was against. You throw 2 flags, you seen something to call it. I never agreed with waving off a flag.
You know, on that particular play, the Corning defensive line got in the backfield and disrupted the play. They were quick off the ball.
2nd and 14 after the loss as we go fake to Nunk, and DJ Marshall keeping it on the ground. DJ puts his head down and will fight to get around the 28-yard line.
Jadarius Reed did such a great job of carrying out his fake when he didn't have the football. I thought he had it, and several of the Corning defenders thought he had it, and that's what makes that play work is when you sell out, it gives your quarterback just enough time to get around the edge and make a play. 3rd down and 3, Hayden Schultz.
Love the play call.
3rd and 3 from the 28 for the Hounds.
Positives here, guys.
Here's the snap. Marshall has got Kendall open in the flat. He'll have enough for a 1st down. Sticks his head down as he's inside the 20, down around the 14.
Looks as though he may have slipped a little bit on the turf, but 1st down nonetheless, and that's a Go Greenway Equipment Company 1st down. GoGreenway.com. We've got 5 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. Hounds rolling.
Got to keep the clock stopped when you get out of bounds.
Snap, and we go Nunk up the middle. Nunk breaking a tackle as he gets brought down inside the 5-yard line.
You just saw him hit the pile, Hayden, and then he comes out the other side. What a great job of running there by 8.
Hounds looked like they wanted to go fast, and they're quickly to the line of scrimmage with the play. 2nd down and 1 from here.
Snap, they go back to Nunk, and he makes another guy miss, and he's going to be just short, but we'll have a 1st down.
Nice footwork there by Reed. Good job of blocking up front.
So we'll be 1st and goal from about the 1.
4:38, clock moving after the 1st down. 1st down and goal.
Ballantyne back in at tailback here.
And we'll have a flag here at the have an offsides against the defense, and I don't know if you can move it any closer than the ball is right now.
They'll scoot it as much as they can.
They'll scoot it half of what they've got left. And we didn't get much on that penalty.
4:24 as the clock continues to move.
We try to hand off to Ballantyne, and Marshall has to keep. Marshall has nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down for a loss back to the 5-yard line.
David Black, you mentioned it before the game. The turf was a little slick. We saw Kendall slip there on his reception, and Ballantyne just slipped coming out of his stance there.
Well, the Hounds were in shotgun formation inside the 1. And let's see what the Hounds do here.
Clock under 4 minutes here in the 1st quarter.
2nd down and goal from the 4.
So we'll have a flag on the play. And we'll have a false start against the Hounds.
It's happened time after time after time again this year, guys. Our offense gets in position to do things, and we can't stay still. I mean, we just can't stay still. It's such a mental part of the game. You watch the ball. When you snap the ball, then you go. You get it on the inch line, and now we've got it at the 9. Can the Hounds overcome here with 3:38 and the clock moving here in the 1st quarter?
Here's the snap, play action. Marshall looking to throw. He's got Kendall wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Newport.
Nice toss and catch there from Marshall to Kendall. Hounds will go up 6. There's a score of 13-0 over the Corning Bobcats as we await the extra point. Hounds overcame that time, David Black.
Well, they did, and I'm glad that they did. And it's just one of those things that you have to be able to do. And the Hounds, just for the for the second half of the season, just haven't been able to get that out of their system.
Keedy the snap, Reynolds the hold. Extra point up, no good. Score remains 13-0 here. Hounds over Corning.
Good drive there by the Hounds. Where did that drive start, David?
They're on 47-yard line, so a 53-yard drive. Fathead Pizza, one word, all caps, great pizza, fresh hot sandwiches, and salad supreme that's second to none, and we're looking for the Fathead hit of the night. Two Chicks Florist and more. Headquarters for fresh floral arrangements and all kinds of Christmas gifts. Farmers Tire Mart, where the rubber meets the road if you need tires. Norman Baker Pharmacy, located at 220 Malcolm Avenue in Newport, providing experience and filling prescription needs. We thank everybody who has been one of our sponsors here on the broadcast of Cable Channel 15 TV. Sam's Diner in downtown Newport. Fletcher Land Surveying. When you need to build a fence, make sure you have the accurate boundaries. Kenny Fletcher is the guy. And Unity Health Harris Medical Center is your community health care provider with inpatient and outpatient care.
Here's our First Community Bank kickoff to start the second quarter. No.
That's not right.
No, there's 3:29. Somebody's going to notice this. There's 3:29 left in the half. We scored at the 3:29 mark. 3:29! And I'll holler at them and let them know. We'll get it worked out. Somebody's got to tell them it's 3:29.
I think they're working on it. They're having some trouble with the clock.
I wonder if it's on the Wi-Fi.
Probably, because we have a bad quality connection here. Yep, that is Wi-Fi. I bet you anything.
Are we going to be able to stay on the air?
We're still good on now, so.
M&P Insurance Services is dedicated to being your one-stop shop for all things insurance. Our local agents work with numerous insurance companies to be able to provide you with the absolute best coverage rates that meet your budget. Let us provide you and your family with affordable auto, home, life, and health insurance. M&P Insurance Services. 3:29, we're ready to go.
Sounds like they heard you, David.
First Community Bank kickoff. Go see Billy Keaty and crew as Marshall Squibber kicked and fielded around the 17-yard line, and Drennan there for first contact doesn't get him down, and C.J. Young will be the one to bring him down and get credit for the tackle around the 26, maybe the 27-yard line.
Greyhound boosters include Farm Bureau Insurance, 206 North Harwood Street in Newport, and the Dillinger Funeral Home at 2001 Arkansas Highway 367, 523-3633, and Dr. Kelly McKinney and Doyle Family Farms. First quarter, 3:23 remaining from the 27-yard line in Newport's territory.
Bad quality here.
Here's the snap. They go fullback dive and played exceptionally well right there. Weston Henderson, amongst others, to hold him up.
And we apologize, folks, and I know that we're supposed to have the best internet in the world, but sometimes it just doesn't work. We know we're freezing up, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.
2nd and 10 here from the 27. Here's the snap fake. Quarterback trying to get outside, and Chris Reynolds there for the tackle. No gain on the play. Once again, it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, maybe even loss on the play.
Great job of tackling there by Chris Reynolds to not get beat outside and to make that solo tackle for the stop.
Boy, and if people are watching what I'm watching, it's just stopped. There's the quality, Ben.
0.8.
0.8. It won't work at 0.8, will it?
Nope.
Yeah, well, Scott Burns, we're trying to fix the connection. There's no fix to it. It's not our fault. It's the internet Wi-Fi connection. So
screen pass thrown out to the side, and Antoine Hardaway there, bring him down around the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up another 4th down and long here for the Bobcats as they look to bring on the punt team.
We know what the problem is, and we just don't have the ability to correct it. When you're dealing with Wi-Fi, and it's going up now, when you're dealing with Wi-Fi, that's just some of the issues that you run into. And then when you get your 2 live streaming companies in, then it's taking a lot of the bandwidth away.
Snap punts it away, and doesn't look like Davis is going to get a chance at it, as it'll bounce out of bounds around the 42-yard line. The Hounds will set up shop there.
Well, the Greyhound boosters include Mark Manning Shelter Insurance, the Allen and Family Company down in downtown Newport. Howard's Glass, Rick Bice carrying on the great glass company tradition in Churchman's Building Center. Ace Hardware, we're more than just a building center. Brenda Benish, Modern Woodman of America, making a positive impact in our community. Dr. Roger Green and staff at the Green Family Practice.
First and 10, Marshall rolling out to his right, looking to throw. He's got Davis open at midfield. Davis is trying to get out of the tackle, as he'll be brought down right close to the sticks around the 48-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. 2nd and 1. The clock stops as it goes out of bounds at 55 seconds. Here's the snap, and we go Nunk, and Nunk will have a Greenway Equipment Company first down and a little bit more. Brought down around the 32, but there is a flag at the 45.
They're going to get us for holding, and let me tell you what, that was as nice a pancake block as I've seen. I don't know that he had a hold of anybody, but it was an awesome block by the Newport Greyhounds. Awesome, awesome block. And it just looked like he was holding him because he was whipping some rear end.
49 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Hounds will move the ball backwards on the holding call. And guys, we are aware that the internet is out. We appreciate y'all for letting us know. We're
absolutely
doing all we can do, guys. Thank y'all for watching.
Our frustration has started from the very beginning where we couldn't get on the air.
And Joey called us this morning and told us that the school's internet was down. Didn't know if it would be back up this evening or not.
2nd and 8. Snap, we go Reed. Reed trying to break a couple tackles as he'll be brought down up to around the 47. That's going to be the last play here for the first quarter. Hounds leading here in the first quarter 13-0 over the Corning Bobcats.
NEDC, Newport Economic Development Commission. If you get on their Facebook page, you can find out about jobs, information technology, the Tech Depot, and the Arkansas Center for Data Sciences are having it's job opportunities, folks. If you call 523-1009 or you go to the Facebook page at NEDC, you can get more information about that. But they're posting jobs on there all the time. Grangus has job openings right now. NEDC has jobs. There's lots of jobs available. And don't forget about December the 10th, the Newport Christmas Parade, brought to you by the Newport Chamber of Commerce. Sonic, this is how we Sonic. Download the Sonic app and order your favorites to enjoy exclusive perks and offers from the Sonic. Merchants and Planters Bank will bring you the halftime report. Unity Health Harris Medical Center, the senior salute we'll talk about at halftime. Bank of England Mortgage Company, a quick wrap-up at the conclusion of the game. Of course, the Fathead Pizza collision of the game we talked about. The George Kell Motor Company player of the game, the Subway, and the Newport Walmart coaches report. And in Robert Turner each and every week, the financial advisor bringing you the Greyhound highlights. White River Area Agency on Aging, covering a 10-county area with locations in Newport at 1200 Highway 367 North, providing assistance and understanding how senior care works. Give them a call at 523-4982 if you need their services. 3rd down and 6 we'll call it.
Empty backfield here for the Hounds. Trips to the bottom of your screen to start the second quarter. Here's the snap. They bring pressure. Marshall evades pressure and finds Davis across midfield. He'll be brought down around the 48-yard line. And we'll see how close he is.
I think they're going to mark it a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1 here. And the Hounds will go quickly.
On 4th down, rolling the dice with Davis up the middle. Pays off for the first down as Davis is still on his feet across the 30 to the 25-yard line.
The field is damp. I mean, when you walk up the stands are damp, the railing is damp, there's just a light mist, and the field has gotten a little tricky. Theron having a little trouble there, making a cut. But we're in the second quarter, up 13-0. There's a big 4th-and-1 play by the Greyhounds, and now an official's timeout. Somebody's got to come out of the game. Big Comstock. Boy, he's a heck of a football player. I guarantee you he is.
11:20 to go here in the second quarter.
C&M Ag Depot, Ben Black, lots of things. You've been out there from tools to farm stuff to.
They've got 40 caliber shells, several boxes of 270 shells, all kinds of hot shotgun duck shells. So stop out there if you're needing some ammo and check out their selection.
Boots, camo, DeWalt Milwaukee power tools. Come see us at C&M Ag Depot.
Here comes Drennan in motion, fake, looking to throw, empty backfield. He's got Chris Reynolds open. Chris goes up and gets it. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Nice over-the-shoulder catch there by Reynolds. Great pass from Marshall.
You knew when it was in the air, it was a touchdown.
Yep, that confidence, number one. The ball was placed perfectly where nobody else could catch it but Reynolds, and the confidence that we have in him as a receiver, he's just all year long, even last year, everything thrown his way, he comes down with, Hayden.
Third touchdown pass to the night for DJ.
Covered a little real estate there, David. How much real estate did we cover as we await the extra point? Up and good. Keedy snap, Reynolds hold, and obviously Hill with the kick.
I didn't write it down. Did we start at 27 or is that when they started? No, they punted to us.
A 42.
So a 58-yard drive. That
58.
sounds about 58 yards. That sounds about right. 10:59 to play. 20-0 Greyhounds, and you look at this ball game and you look at the first half and the first quarter and the first minute of the second quarter. The two defensive stops by Newport on 4th down were huge in the football game, and then the Hounds' offense just been able to put points on the board throwing the football. And this Corning bunch, they'll stay after you. I can promise you that. 20-0, the Hounds lead. And DJ to kick once again. A First Community Bank. Kickoff coming right up.
Marshall, a low end over end, goes through his hands and will go out of bounds around the 13.
Well, if the kid touched it, it's not a penalty, and I think that he probably touched it. I couldn't tell from here, but it certainly looked like he did.
I thought he did, David.
Will they come over and talk about it, or will they bring it back up to the 35-yard line?
I'll bring it up to the 35.
Well, the kid didn't make any reaction to try to go recover the football. He just let it go, so that would probably be some indication that he did not touch it. But first down and 10 for Corning here, with 10:56 to play in the first half. Ben, how's that connection?
Still rolling good as of now.
First and 10 for Corning. Shotgun formation. Single wing look. Snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to throw up a bomb, and it's going to be up incomplete. Davis in on defending that one.
Well, a little heat coming there. Not a lot of things for Rangel to do. Throwing it up to save a sack. Second down and 10. 10:50 to play in the quarter. I assume the Corning Sports Report has had a strong internet tonight. They haven't had any problems at all.
Second and 10 after the incomplete pass. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling out. Looks to throw, and it's going to come up incomplete. Antoine Hardaway there for the pressure.
Well, it's hard to throw with a guy in your face like that, Hayden.
Well, and I've often said it's hard to throw if you're on your back, but the next best thing is if you got somebody pressuring like Antoine Hardaway did, and that's just strictly effort, ability. He read the play, came on the blitz. And that's third down and 10, stops the clock with 10:47 to play here in the first half.
From the 35, here's the snap. Quarterback tries to go underneath, handoff, and does, but Chris Reynolds stays at home and is going to bring him down for a loss. the 34 and bring up fourth down.
It's the definition of just staying home and doing your job, Hayden. Reynolds didn't bite on the fake. He stayed home, made the solo tackle, and did what he had to do for his defense to force a punt there.
Chris Reynolds has been as good a football player as we've had on this football field this year.
I agree 100%.
And we've got some good ones.
We're going to go block this. As he does get it away, and we're going to get a flag.
A little acting going on, but I think no doubt a roughing call there. Can't touch the kicker, guys. Going for a block.
.10:05 remaining here in the second quarter. And it looks like that's going to be a first down for Corning as they mark it off. Be a 15-yard penalty. Going to bring it up to
midfield.
49.5.
Well, the Hound defense played well, and then just make a mistake on trying to block a kick. See if the Corning Bobcats can take advantage of the mistake by the Hounds.
Here's the snap, and they go fullback dive up the middle. Breaks a tackle, and still on his feet at the 45-yard line.
Refusing to go down, Hayden Schultz.
I can assure you right there, Jadarius Reed was trying to take the football away from him.
He was going after the ball. There was no doubt about that.
Well, big play by Comstock, just right up the middle, and kid's hard to bring down. When a kid wants to play hard like that, you can do things like that. They get 6 on the play. Second down and 4, 9:20 to play in the half. Ball at the Newport 45.
Quality's bad again, D. Black.
Well, we'll do our best we can. We're going to lose it.
I don't know.
Motion to the bottom. Here's the snap, and they go dive play up the middle. And we'll have enough for the first down as he is brought down around the 38-yard line. And a good a field position as Corning's had all night.
And when you have a penalty like that, guys, you give those guys all the momentum. You just stopped them on 4 straight downs, and they get a little momentum behind them, and you never know what can happen.
Larry Treadway has these kids believing they can beat anybody. 8:38, clock moving here in the second quarter.
Here's the snap, and they go dive play again. Hitting the backfield this time, and will be brought down for no gain. So everybody was just trying to get off of each other there and bring up 2nd and 10.
Signal getting any stronger, Ben Black?
Nope, holding tight at 1.
1, wow.
Here's the snap, and they go underneath handoff. Be brought down, get down to around the 36-yard line and bring up 3rd down at about 8.
Look for 1 right here going in a misdirection play.
Randy C. doing a wonderful job on the PA and announcing over there on the other side. Getting those Greyhound fans on their feet. This big 3rd down.
4 receiver look, shotgun formation, quarterback draw, and he's hitting the backfield as soon as it was snapped by Tyler Johnson. What a player he's been for the Hounds.
Well, defensively, defensive end has played the position as well as anybody the last several years, and he's just a playmaker over there on the defensive side of the ball. 4th down and 7 coming up here. The Bobcats will go again from their 35-yard line in Newport territory.
The Robinson twins check into the ball game. Tyler Johnson has been strong-arming people all year.
4th and 7 from the 35. A little reverse play, a reverse pass. as they look to throw and just going to throw it deep and come up incomplete. And a turnover once again by the Hounds. And who's in that backfield again? Ben Black?
Antoine Hardaway. Hey, that young man has had an excellent game thus far, and he's just a playmaker. He's one of those guys on defense, Hayden, that gets after folks, and he's always got his nose in there.
6:32 to play here in the first half, 20-0 in favor of the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds will start at their own 35.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Eli by himself up top. As we go Ballantyne up the middle. Ballantyne gain of a couple. 2nd and 8. Gets up to around the 37-yard line.
Weston Henderson driving his guy back into the secondary, as he normally does. For our offensive line, they just get after folks.
Single coverage at the bottom here on Isaiah.
We go Ballantyne again up the middle, and he'll have enough for a Greenway Equipment Company first down as he is up to around the 47.
Hounds to go quickly here. 5:58 to play in the second quarter.
Ballantyne's like a rocket, Hayden.
Snap going Ballantyne again, breaks another one. As Ballantyne will be brought down to the 46.
He runs the ball extremely hard.
Chris Young checks in, gives Ballantyne a break. After the big 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4 from the 46-yard line.
5.5 to go here in the second quarter.
Here's the snap, looking to throw one-on-one coverage, and he's got Kendall as he just goes up and gets it inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. First down, Hounds.
Nice throw and catch there from Marshall to Kendall.
I was waiting for it to come. I didn't want to say it, jinx anything. But Kendall down here one-on-one, and I'll take my chances
every time.
39 yards on the little toss and catch, and the Hounds are knocking on the door again with 5:10 to play in the half.
First and goal from the 7. Going C.J. Young up the middle. C.J. breaks a tackle, sticks his head down. Touchdown, but we have a flag here on the bottom by the numbers, and
he threw it 25 yards. Holding. You can call it every play, David Black.
The guy who called it, is that the guy from on this side?
He was over here by our chain gang. But apparently he saw holding because the flag he threw.
Well, that'll take 6 points off the board, make it a little bit more difficult for the Hounds here. Still have it first down and goal.
4:50 to go here in the first half.
Ball at the 16.
Snap, and we go right back to CJ, and he's going to be brought down for a loss to the 17-yard line. Now 2nd and goal from the 17.
Clock shows it to be from the 22, said the Hounds went from the 21 to the 22. There we go. Now they got 2nd down and 17.
Snap, Marshall looks to throw, has got time, tries to throw it over the middle. But we're going to have a pass interference as Chris Reynolds is tripped up in the end zone.
Well, they bring it back to the line of scrimmage and go half the distance to the goal and still be 2nd down from about the 8-yard line, 8 or 9.
Reynolds was there. It was a good throw by Marshall. Just tripped up there as the ball, before the ball got there.
I love the sportsmanship I've seen from both teams tonight. When the Newport players are on the ground, the Corning players are lifting them up, and vice versa. When Corning's on the ground, Newport players are lifting them up, and I like that. It just tells you a lot about the coaching on both these teams. And went from the 17 to the 9.
2nd and goal from the 9. snap. Marshall has got Eli Alcorn open. Eli, what a move, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown Hounds, and DJ Marshall's 4th passing touchdown, and we're not even at half yet.
Second for Eli, and it just shows you how good a guy that is. I mean, DJ has really turned into a tremendous quarterback, and Eli, since his addition to the team, has made our football team much better.
Absolutely, David Black, just great toss and catch there. Hounds look like they're going to line up and go for 2. Even that thing back up to a 4-score game.
They go Ballantyne on the 2-point conversion try, and Ballantyne just walks into the end zone. 2-point conversion, good. Hounds leading 28-0 here over Corning with just under 4 minutes to go in the half.
Covering some real estate. BratcherRealEstate1.com. BratcherRealEstate1.com has all your listings. You're looking for a home, and we appreciate Mary Reed and all of her crew. If you need a little information on real estate, give them a call at 523-5100. Guys, 28-0, still 3:58 left. Minor Jackson's Funeral Home, the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family in the White River Health System, the care you need 7 days a week. We talked about these guys in the pregame, and then our pregame went away.
It's the First Community Bank kickoff of Newport, where community comes first, 2525 Malcolm Avenue, where online banking is done right.
Marshall, another little squibber, fielded around the 20-yard line. And Noah Curtis is down there and is going to bring him down around the 23-yard line. And it was a pretty good lick, Dave. Can we put him in the clubhouse?
I kind of like it.
Noah Curtis coming down on kickoff.
Noah Curtis for a Fathead Pizza collision of the week.
That's one word.
All caps.
All caps.
Boy, I had this double ham and cheese sandwich this week, like I do every week.
Yeah, I had that Boss Hog extra jalapenos.
Oh, man.
Jalapenos.
They're good, too.
If you haven't had their wings are outstanding. They're good, too.
1st and 10 from the 23. They go handoff up the middle and met Antoine Hardaway along with Brady Cook in on the stop.
Seeing old Newport Greyhound Joe Peters watching our football game, class of 1968, watching his old buddy Larry Treadway. He and Treadway played football together. Joe, glad you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing real well. 3:24 clock moving here in the second quarter. 28-0 Hounds. Ball second down and 10 from the 25.
Here's the snap. Quarterback tries to keep it. He is hit once again. Antoine Hardaway.
That guy has been in the backfield all night long, Hayden.
He has read the keys and done his film work and knows where he needs to be. And it's showing here in that first half.
That's a big hit, too. Antoine, several big hits tonight from that linebacker position, but Noah's still in the lead as we speak.
So it's going to be 3rd and 14 now. We'll see. Corning tries to run a little clock here. Try to dial up a play here to convert. Obviously, with 2:30 to go in the first half and still trailing by 4 TDs. A little misdirection handoff, and Jadarius Reed was there first to hit and will finally be brought down by a host of Hounds around the 27-yard line.
Hounds up 28-0, and that's comfortable. They could burn a timeout here, but they're not going to.
Clock under 2 minutes now.
Here, Coach Hansley from here. Hey. Internet holding out all right, Ben?
Hey, we're still good at 1.
Solid.
He's going to get this punt away as Chris Reynolds was back there and go out of bounds. And he's got to bring it. Okay, there we go. There you go, to the 44. He ran all the way to about the 35, and the ball didn't even go that far. And I was like, well, there's no way.
Hounds have 1:36 to work with and 3 timeouts right here before the half.
Dave, if they want to score right here, I like at the top of the screen Kylan Cright on just one of those fly routes, as they call it.
Hey, Kylan Cright has got some serious wheels. That guy can move.
We don't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage.
No, we don't. Jet sweep, and we go to Kylan Cright. Cright's across midfield. Now Cright's turning on the burners and going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 30 to the 25-yard line, but we have another flag on the play.
That's usually against the offense. Another holding call. You guys are finding that holding tonight.
And as we got to see the wheels of Kylan Cright, it was a great run. Unfortunately, it will be all for nothing.
Hey, he's a good player. This
Great
guy,
athlete.
Great athlete, good basketball player. Let me tell you what, he's going to be a dandy football player for the Newport Greyhounds. Already is.
Let's run it again.
Let DJ throw his fifth one to him right here.
Just have him take off down the sideline.
They say it's 1st down and 2, and it should be 2nd down and 2.
Marshall.
Maybe not.
Drops back, has got time. Still looks down the field. Now he's just going to keep it and go out of bounds.
Oh, there's a late hit.
Marshall will be out of bounds around the 42-yard line, and we'll have enough for Greenway Equipment Company 1st down.
DJ with 4 touchdown passes on the night.
Go greenway.com. Check out all their inventory and get you a big green tractor, Hayden. You got one out there at the golf course.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it.
It's a nice one.
1:02 to play. 1st down and 10 for the Hounds from the 43.
Snap, and we go Nunk up the middle. So we'll have another flag to stop him. So he's brought down around the 35-yard line, and we'll try to see what this flag is.
Motion against Newport.
Moving a little early.
And the old flag bug, the penalty bug, has bitten.
When you get this late and when you're playing playoff football, you have to play clean. These little errors will cost you in the long run. Even though you're leading 28-0 in this game, it's the ones that you might not be leading.
Well, you look back and you overcome against those teams that you're just better than physically, but those teams that are equal to your, to the task from a physical standpoint, win the mental game because you can't play clean. And when you have an illegal shift like that, that's in a backfield. If it's illegal motion, that stops the play, but an illegal shift does not stop the play. Still have the Hounds for 1st down and 5. The ball moved back to the 48-yard line. 56 seconds to go. The Hounds with a couple of timeouts, and I think a good timeout there.
Jason Baker checking us out.
Trips at the top of your screen. Kendall by himself down here on 1st and 15. As Marshall's pressured, still looking. Circles around. He's got Nunk open around midfield as he does a little jick and jave himself. And will get down inside the 35, 34-yard line. And
when the initial pressure got there,
Hounds will call a timeout.
When the initial pressure got there, Nunk was raising his hand over here on the sidelines. He was saying, hey, hit me, hit me, hit me. Marshall rolls out, evades the pressure, finds Nunk, and, man, what a move that guy made there after the catch.
You know what the play reminded me of?
Stuttgart.
2007, Stuttgart. Quarterback got in trouble. Edward Pruitt got in trouble.
Yeah, I missed my block.
You did miss your block, but you were out there waving your hand and saying, throw it to me, throw it to me. You threw it, they threw it to you, and you made a good play after that.
Yeah, nice little catch, and contact after the catch, Hayden.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't recall it like that.
Well, knocked their best player out of the football game, their quarterback and linebacker.
You can look on the extra
talking about
point.
Ben?
You can look on the
Yes,
extra
Ben
point, Hayden, on the extra point.
He was woozy.
That guy didn't know where he was.
He was woozy.
That's how I do you.
I'm sure of it.
All right, guys, we got 39.7 to go. Second down and 1. We can get a first down, and the clock would stop. Let's see if the Hounds try to throw the football here. They will.
Marshall has Crite open and will come up incomplete.
Again, I'm not harping on it, but the sportsmanship from both teams has been enormous.
Dale Teague says Boonville is beating Hackett 28-0.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we'd love some scores if y'all can pass along. We don't have time to look them up. Anybody else got any scores, we'll certainly pass them along. Hi, Herbert Lewis.
Coach Lewis in this thing.
Snap, and they go Ballantyne up the middle. Ballantyne's going to have enough for the first down.
Hounds will have to go quickly with only one timeout left. Got the play. They're ready to go. 28-0 Hounds lead. 31.6 to play. First and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Officials timeout.
Oh, they're going to measure. Okay. Arkansas Steel Associates, community-minded leader in Jackson County, including supporting the Greyhounds for many years, and we thank them for their support.
And it is enough for a first down.
Hounds will quickly go to the line of scrimmage here with their play.
What do you draw up here, David Black?
I think you've got to just try to throw the football down the field, even though, you know, a screen pass would work. Just a regular screen pass would work because these guys are playing deep.
Marshall looks to throw on the out and up, and Crite goes up to get it and just threw his hands incomplete. I like the play call.
Love the play call. Love the effort there by Crite. That guy has just got some serious wheels, man.
I think a play where you maybe put somebody in you've got a timeout, 22.8 to play. Maybe run a guy on a short route, coming across the middle if you've got enough time to do that. Try to pick up a couple of blocks downfield.
Second and 10. Snap, Marshall rolling out to his left, looking to throw. Throws a bullet to Kendall and will come up incomplete and bring up third and 10.
Well, these guys playing deep like they are, about three-man rush. A middle screen would be a big play where you could get yourself about 20 yards and then go ahead and maybe clock the ball or call your timeout and give you a couple of chances for a touchdown. Because they're coming.
Snap, Marshall looks to throw. He's got time. Marshall's just going to keep it. Marshall will run out of bounds inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Stops the clock just under 10 seconds, and it's a Greenway Equipment Company first down. Now you got a couple of plays to go to the end zone.
Well, you have a timeout left, so.
I think the average play is like 6 seconds, Hayden. So run you one real quick one, get on the ball, and you got you another one. Got one timeout left.
I think both of these plays go to the end zone.
I would agree.
First half. Hounds leading here 28-0 to go into halftime.
Well, it's just been one of those nights where we can't really, get anything going as far as the internet goes, but we'll certainly just take a break and try to get back on just as quick as we can. And Josh, we'll pause up there, my friend. Merchants and Planners Bank will bring you the halftime recap. And Hayden Schultz, it's been all Hounds mostly. No doubt it's been all Hounds on both sides of the ball. Pitching a shutout 28-0. DJ with 4 touchdown passes tonight. Eli with a couple of them, Isaiah with one, and Chris with one. But our defense is throwing the shutout. Several times the defense set the tone early in the ball game when Corning went for it on 4th down and shut them down a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, our defense has done everything you've asked of them. Offense still got to clean up some things, and we've said that the whole year. We're just waiting for that clean, full game. And, you know, you can use the thing of we haven't played in 3 weeks. You could use that as an excuse, as an out. But at the end of the day, you got to come ready, and I think the Hounds will show a little bit more of that this second half. As we're still leading 28-0. We just got to clean some things up on the offensive end. I think defense is still playing lights out.
Ben, these guys will onside kick right here as they have all year long, and the Hounds have got to be ready.
Yeah, you got to have your guys up there that are ready to go and just fall on the football. Don't try to do anything special or fancy. Just take the good field position and go 50 yards and score.
Here we go. First
onside kick, and Chris Reynolds is going to jump on it. Chris is going to go the other way, try to return this thing, and a good block there from Devin Braxton. So he's brought down close to the 45-yard line, and a good return. Chris Reynolds, a good field position.
He dropped his shoulder there on the return and took his man to the turf. Great job of running there by Reynolds. Hounds have great field position to start the second half.
Guys, we apologize for the internet connection. Corning is having some problems too. They're having cameras shut down. Our scoreboard shut down tonight. It's not anything that's the fault of anybody other than, you know, maybe going back to what happened today at the construction site, which was away from here, but it shut down a lot of internet systems throughout, a lot of Wi-Fi systems throughout the state of Arkansas. But we got back on and had a strong signal early, but we're hanging by a thread as we speak. Hayden Schultz, here we go. Hounds lead 28-0, 11:51 to play. And a lot of penalties in the first half, especially holding.
1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Nunk in at the tailback. Snap. Marshall looks to throw. Airs it out to Kendall, and he's got Kendall open, and Kendall's going to score on the very first play. DJ Marshall, his 5th passing touchdown tonight as he connects with Kendall once again.
Dropping dimes out there. Go ahead, Dave.
44-yard strike from DJ to Isaiah. Second time that combination has come into play tonight.
DJ throwing the ball exceptionally well. Kendall just beat his guy from the get-go, as he's done all year. He's long-legged, he's fast. He can get out where in front of those guys, and DJ just puts it on the money.
Snap, hold, kick, and is good as it bounces off the goalpost, and good. 35-0, Hounds leading here still at home.
Well, and that'll put the gentleman's rule into effect.
The gentleman's rule.
Gentleman's rule, as they call it.
And start after the kickoff?
I think so. I think it should. 35-0 Hounds, and the Hounds just a little too much there on that play. Just Isaiah you're watching that kid run his pass pattern, and you see him kind of lean to his left and go back to the football. But DJ, you got to give our offensive line a lot of credit. They've given DJ a lot of time to throw tonight. 5 touchdown passes for DJ.
Yeah, and it's all credit to the offensive line. If that guy doesn't have time, they don't give him time to throw the football, then you cannot make the completions that he's made tonight. 11:44 to go. Here's another First Community Bank kickoff. First Community Bank in Newport, 25-25 Malcolm.
Low end over end, fielded around the 20 for the Bobcats. Noah Curtis once again in on the tackle along with Kylan Cright. He'll get to the 23, so about a 3-yard return for Corning. When's the last time a Greyhound quarterback has thrown 5 touchdowns, David?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to look back to Cash's time, and I don't know that Cash ever threw 5. Bobby Joe would know that. Cash would know that. But See my glasses anywhere, guys? On top of my head, maybe? No?
Nope. First and 10 for the Bobcats. They hand it off up the middle, Jadarius Reed.
And he's trying to strip that football, Hayden.
Along with Weston Henderson and Antoine Hardaway.
10:49. Clock continues to move here in the third quarter, as it will on account of the gentleman's rule.
David's glasses were on his leg.
Good place for your glasses.
Oh, May. Second and 9 from the 29 for Corning. Here's the snap and a little end around and gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be third down and long here for Corning.
10-12 remaining here in the third quarter, and the clock will run most of the time during this duration. Third down 9 coming up from the 34-yard line. Check it, make it the 29-yard line. I'm doing what they did a while ago. From the 29-yard line. Seven has been good in this situation.
Snap, fake, quarterback rolls out. He's got a man open in the flats, as he will have enough for a first down. So he gets up to the 42. Good toss and catch there for the Bobcats.
Good friend Andy Earl still having some problems with internet connection on his side, and we apologize to those guys. And
toss play, played well. C.J. Young, also Norvay Alexander. Jeremy Jarrett also in that backfield for the Newport defense.
You get a damp night, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know if the internet connection has anything to do with what happened this afternoon. And I mean, we've been kicked off 4 different times, I guess, and just trying to make do. And once again, we apologize to all of our great fans. Hope we're on there now. The quality says not real good, so second down and 11 coming up for the Bobcats with 8:21 remaining here in the third quarter.
So we'll have a flag.
Yeah, the hands lined up, I think, just offsides by maybe a foot. Got to find the ball.
Clock under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter, as it will continue to move because of the gentleman's rule.
Here's the snap and a reverse play. And makes a guy miss, and a big lick right there from Kylan Ellis. Put him in the clubhouse as Chris Reynolds did his job on the reverse, staying at home, and just slips up in the backfield. And credit to Corning.
Boy, fat head collision. Boy, one word, all caps, Kylan Ellis.
It's going to bring third and a couple.
Third down at the 50.
Here's the snap and the handoff underneath. It's Weston Henderson. Will be there for the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down for the Bobcats. A little platoon swap here at the defensive front look. First and 10 for the Corning Bobcats at the 44-yard line. Here's the snap. They go dive play right up the middle. quick hitter, going to get about 7.
Well, the one way to prevent the Newport offense from scoring is keep the ball away from them, and Corning doing a great job here on their first offensive possession of the second half. 6:01 to play, under 6 now to play. In the quarter, ball down at the 37-yard line. It'll be second down and 3 for the Bobcats. In Black, how we hanging in down there?
Still at 1.
Snap, fake, end around. Good tackle, C.J. Young in the backfield. No gain on the play. And bring up third down and a couple from the 36. 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Hounds still leading 35-0.
Well, big offensive line here for the Corning Bobcats, and playing hard and tremendous sportsmanship both sides.
Snap, fake, quarterback rolling out, looking to throw, and he's tripped in the backfield, just slips on the ground, back to the 45-yard line.
It's slippery down there. It's wet. There's you can see our windows right here. It's just, it looks like it's rained on our windows. Just when the cool front came through, and fourth down and 11 coming up now. The clock continues to move, as it will throughout most of the play here in the second half, after the Hounds got their 35th point.
Yeah, 4th and 11 here for Corning. Let's see what they can dial up here on 4th down and long. Snap, quarterback rolling out, and Antoine Hardaway just comes in scot-free, and it'll be an incomplete and a turnover on downs, and the Hounds will regain the football here.
Tremendous amount of pressure there by Hardaway. Also, number 70, Jagger Robinson, back there making some noise, just whipping his guy off the line of scrimmage. Now under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hounds lead at 35-0 as they take over at their own 45-yard line.
We'll remind all of our great sponsors, or thank all of our great sponsors: C&M Ag Depot, White River Area Agency on Aging, Sonic Drive-In, and Newport Economic Development Commission.
1st and 10. Snap, Ballantyne right up the middle. Ballantyne fights and gets maybe 1 on the play.
El Puente Mexican Restaurant, best Mexican food in the world. St. Michael's Health and Rehab, located at 1311 North Pecan Street in Newport. Specially trained staff, positive outcomes, compassionate care. And Eye Care RX Pharmacy, located at 1117 McLean Street in Newport. Locally owned, locally loved. Eric and Katrina Schaffner. Eye Care offering a full-service pharmacy.
2nd and 9. Marshall looks to throw. Was throwing to Alcorn, and Alcorn was not expecting the football. This brings up 3rd down and 9 now.
Clock continues to roll even after the incompleted pass. State Farm Insurance, Andrew Roach. He's ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Newport and Jackson County. Call 870-495-2024 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Andrew Roach. Third and 9 from the 46.
Snap, Marshall looks to throw. Hooks up with Kendall. Kendall will be short of the first down. Down to the 47.
Hounds will go here. Ball a little bit behind Isaiah, and Isaiah had to break off the route just to get the completion, and that was just a good effort by him.
Offsides play, and they get the Bobcats.
Football games brought to you by WRMC Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Clinic, board certified providers. If you need a little sports medicine and you talk about joint replacement surgery, how about Doctors J.D. Allen, Jeff Angel, Dylan Carpenter, Wes Greer, and APRN's Chad Grady and Josh McIntosh? You can call 793-2371 to set up your appointment.
1st and 10, we go Nunk Nunk getting outside. Good blocking from Kendall as Nunk sticks his head down. And it'll be brought down close to the 10-yard line, and that's plenty enough for another Greyhound first down.
GoGreenwayEquipmentCompany.com brings you each and every first down. Thank you guys for sponsoring that. Good job of running there by Jadarius Nunk Reed.
You know, that play was designed to go to the right side, and Nunk just found an opening to the left side, and it just shows you what type of athlete he is.
They go back to Nunk up the middle. Inside the 10 to maybe the 6. We have a Bobcat player down.
He's going to be okay. We're still hanging in on internet, and we appreciate the folks watching. Hounds up 35-0. You see on your scoreboard, 33 seconds, clock moving. Hounds second down and goal from the 6.
They go Nunk up the middle. Nunk sticks his head down, gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
Darius Reed with a big score there for the Hounds.
41-0. Hounds covering a little real estate there. As we'll await maybe an extra point try. Yes. Clock will continue to roll on the extra point. Keedy to snap. Reynolds the hold. Hill the kick. And no good. 41-0 remains the score here. Hounds over the Bobcats. And that'll end the third quarter, as we'll start the fourth quarter of play momentarily.
I want to remind everybody that the Blue Bridge Brews and Bakery will be opening up soon at 2600 Doyle Street. That's in our building, right there behind Ali's. Best fried chicken in the world at Ali's. Latest coffee trends, fresh homemade baked goods, drive-through window, internet cell phone orders, locally owned and operated. And let me assure you that this place is going to be a hit. All different types of coffees and all different types of fresh homemade treats. Oh, my goodness gracious, it's going to be awesome. And the smell going through the building will be unforgettable. It'll be good, my friend. It will be good. Blue Bridge Brews and Bakery at 2600 Doyle Street. Waters Farm supporting and loving the Greyhounds for many, many years. And talk about Ollie's Chicken, best fried chicken in Northeast Arkansas at the Shell Station across from M&P Bank, North Branch. You want some good chicken? I recommend those guys.
Best in the world.
I believe it is.
And the first Community Bank kickoff is Marshall. Will kick it deep and takes a little wobbly. As the ball's still on the ground, we had a chance to get on it. We cannot recover as the Bobcats will get it on it at the 20-yard line. Boy, Drennan had a chance to jump on it and just threw his hands.
11:50 to go. Clock will continue to move here in the fourth quarter because of the gentleman's rule.
Brendan Curry in the football game at safety for the Hounds.
Did you coin that phrase?
I think so.
Gentleman's rule.
Josh Drennan. Jeremiah Godare. Hayden, you can catch the rest of them here momentarily.
Noah Curtis, Devin Braxton. Here's the snap. Bobcats looking to throw and try to, and Kylan Kreitz there, and he's going to pick it off at midfield. Kylan Kreitz with a head full of steam going the other way for the Hounds, and a big pick, and returns it inside the 30-yard line. And we do have a flag around the 36. Here's the snap. Bobcats looking to throw and try to, and Kylan Kreitz there, and he's going to pick it off at midfield. Kylan Kreitz with a head full of steam going the other way for the Hounds, and a big pick, and returns it inside the 30-yard line. And with a blindside block, as you saw the replay there from Kylan Kreitz with a pick. And He looked like he was trying to take it for 6.
Yeah, he was taking it to the house. There's no doubt about it. And the block was an effort play.
Clock running, 10:22 remaining in the football game. The Hound offense will take it at their own 49-yard line. Up 41-0. It'll be the Hounds. I assume we haven't had try to get us a Hoxie score here.
42-14 was the last I saw, I think.
Hounds at Hoxie this coming week. And it should be a dandy.
Snap going Ballantyne right up the gut as Ballantyne gets outside across the 30, pushed out of bounds inside the 30 to around the 27-yard line.
And Gary Comstock from his middle linebacker position runs him down. This kid can play. 9:35, clock moving. First down and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Will Keady checking into the ball game. Also Devin Braxton in at the quarterback position. Tristan Griffin, Drennan, Crite, and Alcorn at the receiving. They go Ballantyne right up the gut again. Ballantyne get to the 22-yard line. Well, that offensive line getting after it right there.
Offensive line been great all night, Hayden. Just getting after folks. Those guys play hard up front.
Jacoby Rowland checking in.
Substitutions from both sides. 8:40 remaining. Second down and 4.
They go C.J. Young. C.J. will be brought down around the 21-yard line. Third and about 4 now. Kieron Childers checking into the ball game.
Kenyon? What I called him earlier,
Yeah,
Kenyon?
Kenyon's what you called him.
Well, he didn't like that either. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't like it.
Somebody call me Donald and my name's David. I wouldn't like it either.
Come on, Donald. 8:07 to go.
Matthew Riley checking into the ball game along with Jeremy Jarrett.
3rd and 4 here for the Hounds.
Snap, and we go Kieron, and he wants to go outside. Kieron puts his foot in the ground and trips up inside the 20 to around the 18.
And again, just slippery out there on the turf.
Braden Taylor, excuse me, checks into the ball game.
We'll have the George Kell Motor Company player of the game and the Subway coaches report at the conclusion of the broadcast.
Also the Bank of England post-game report. 7:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
4th down and short. And the Hounds are going to go for it. Snap, just a quarterback keep with Braxton. Braxton gets outside, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Devin Braxton.
Hey, great job of running there by Braxton. He just tucked the ball and got around the end for the score. It's another Greyhound 6 right there as we await the extra point. Score now 47-0 as you see at the bottom of your screen. We've got 6:48 remaining here in the ball game.
Greyhounds covered some real estate. Get another Bratcher Real Estate touchdown. BratcherOneRealEstate.com. See Mary Reed, principal broker at 732 Malcolm at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson in Newport to acquire your real estate. 523-5100.
Snap, hold, kick. And it's not going to be good as we do have a penalty flag on the play.
Never did see an indication.
Let's
So, nothing. Oh.
I believe it was a false start or a moving that we were moving.
Legal procedure.
Legal procedure.
Which is generally a dead ball foul. And you replay the down, but just technically speaking, not that I need to kick extra point. 5:30, clock moving. Hounds can take a lot of time here.
Man.
Decline the penalty.
5:18 to go here in the ball game. Hounds lead 47-0. Been all Greyhounds here tonight, guys.
I would think it's safe to say we'll be on the road next week to Hoxie.
Hoxie.
And someone's season next week will come to an end.
Yeah, a couple of good football teams are going to lose next week. I believe it's going to be McGee and Prescott playing, and the Hounds and Hoxie, and two teams are going to have to lose.
C.J. Young kicks. Comstock with a fair catch. Boy, he's been their player tonight, hasn't he, Dave?
Well, he's been their player all year, and last year was a great football player, and he's just one of those kids that he just gets after it, and he plays well from the middle linebacker position. He's kind of a workhorse offensively. Larry Treadway's got this bunch on the right track.
Absolutely. David, you know who Luke Comstock is?
No, I don't.
He was that guy that brought the gun back to Mayberry. The one Andy put in prison.
Really?
Hurt his leg, shot his leg, yeah.
He's not related to Gary.
You don't know that.
Gary's
Luke Comstock.
4 minutes to play. Ball first down and 10 from the 34-yard line for the Bobcats.
Snap, and they go Comstock up the middle. So he'll get up to around the 40. Josh Drennan in on the tackle for the Hounds.
Mr. John Miner and the John Miner press box has joined us tonight, and as always, good to see you, Mr. John. You know you've done something well in life in supporting the Greyhounds when they name a press box after you. And I've been doing a lot of games in this John Miner press box.
They ain't named nothing after you.
No, I don't expect them to either. But
2nd and 4 from the 40. So we're going to have a flag, and it's going to be a delay of game on the Bobcats.
Well, we didn't name anything after Bud Black, so I don't know why we would name anything after me. And I'd be second in line to, if they were going to name the goalpost after, somebody, or, or maybe, some math building.
They go up the middle to Comstock, and he'll be brought down. There's Drennan again on the tackle, and enough for a first down for the Bobcats.
Clock moving, 2:20 to play. At the Bank of England post-game show before the Cal Motor Player of the Game. And the Subway coaches report. Hounds will go to 9-1.
Snap, fake, quarterback tries to keep. Brought down by number 31, Jeremiah Godare.
Clock under 2 minutes to go at 1:50. Still moving.
B.J. Elston in. There's a freshman getting a little look tonight at a linebacker position just like his daddy did as they go Comstock up the middle. His dad was a pretty good linebacker, wasn't he?
He was a good player. He was a great player.
He'd stroke you, buddy.
And then help you up.
And do it again.
And say, I'm going to get you again. Smile at him.
Bryson G.
Why is the clock stopped? Tell me. Somebody tell me.
Lewis checking into the ball game.
Why is the clock stopped? Run the clock, guys. Please run the clock. Please run the clock.
Snap, and they go Comstock again.
The clock is quit.
They're doing all they can do.
4th and 1.
Nobody has noticed that the clock is not running. The officials have not noticed. None of the coaches have noticed. It's just something that nobody has noticed.
Quarterback keep on 4th and 1. And brought down by Brennan Curry along with Noah Curtis.
Clock runs down to 1:27.
It should be under a minute, Dave.
Well, that's okay. Well, the internet connection just been bad tonight. I mean, it actually shut the clock down earlier.
Shut us down 4 or 5 times.
Yes.
Corning shut them down. 2nd and 7. They go Comstock up the middle. There's a big lick right there. Jacob Ozier in on the tackle. I think I just called the game.
Oh, apparently the officials were aware of the clock.
Yeah, David, they were aware of it.
Well, I didn't know that they were aware of it, but I'm glad that they were aware of it. But 47-0, Hounds win the football game, and the Bank of England halftime show or end of game show coming right up. Bank of England Mortgage Company, if you're looking for a loan, a home loan, you want to refinance your house at a lower interest rate, give the friendly folks out at the Newport Village Mall a shout. Kenny Thaxton and Sally Long, a couple of Greyhounds, they get you a Greyhound deal out there. But Hayden Schultz, all Hounds tonight, 13-0 at the end of 1, 28-0 a half, 41-0 at the end of 3, 47-0 here at the end of the football game. But the setting, DJ Marshall just throwing the football phenomenally well tonight.
Yeah, DJ had one of those nights that he's very, very capable of having every single night. And tonight they asked a little bit more of him through the air. You saw him run the ball pretty well too. A lot of those things are going to have to come and play next week as we go on the road to a pretty good Hoxie team.
Well, this Hoxie team, Ben Black, is an awesome football team. I mean, they're undefeated, and they run the football. They throw the football well. They're athletic. They're big. They're strong. Some people say as good as there is in the state of Arkansas.
Oh, no doubt about it, David. They've got a quality football team up there, big, strong linemen, several good skill players, and just going to be a task in itself taking on the Hoxie Mustangs next Friday night.
Fathead Pizza Collision of the Week goes to Kylan Ellis, and he wins. Big pizza out there, small dine-in pizza. What's wrong, guys? What's wrong? Just roll it up. We got the coach's report. We've got the player of the game coming right up. Eli Alcorn is our player of the game. We had some internet connection on Cable 15 TV, but Eli, we got to talk about the opportunity to play in a year when we did not know that you would be on this football field, and you have come back and made yourself such an important part of this football game. A couple of touchdowns tonight. Just talk a little bit about the game. Talk a little bit about coming back and getting to play.
I mean, I didn't really think I was on Sunday. After I had my surgery too, I just sat and thought about it for a while. I was like, I think I can come back and play receiver or defense. So I just really, it was just a mind thing, and I was just real focused on coming back. I did therapy hard, and I just wanted to play with the team. And tonight, I feel like we did a good job. Defense did a good job, offense both.
Well, we played very, very well, and coming off a very demoralizing loss against Harding Academy, and then not getting to play for like 3 weeks. I mean, what have you guys been doing in practice?
We've been practicing hard, and we just been ready to play. We've been off so long. We've been ready to play. We ready to play. We just practicing hard. And practice has been a lot different ever since then. Like, we learned from that game.
Well, you learned from that, and it's congratulations on that. A couple of scores, and when you caught the ball, especially on your first one, I mean, you made 3 guys miss. On your second one, you made a couple of guys miss, and that's the Eli Alcorn that we're used to seeing. And we're certainly proud that you're back on this football team and making such a great contribution when in a time where early on in the year we thought, well, we won't have Eli all year, but awesome for you, my friend. All right, we got the Hoxie Mustangs coming up this week. We got to get to work.
Yes, sir, we do. We are.
All right, that's what I thought. Yes, Eli Alcorn is our George Cal Motor Company player of the game. Thank you, my friend.
No problem.
Center. Good to see you, Alton Walker. And this is Mark Hinsley, and he is the victor tonight. And it's 47-0 for the Greyhounds. The Hounds did what they had to do.
They did. You know, and I've been saying it to everybody we talked to. It's been 21 days since we had a game, and it felt like the first game. And to me, just to come out, get the win, and play a pretty clean game is what I want to see from them.
Coach, we started out, and again, we got tested defensively. When people go for this thing on 4th down and short, we had a couple of times again that our defense set the tone for this football game.
You know, and the 4th down stops and goal line stops are something that those mean more to you than anything. And when our kids can come in and do what they did and make stops on 4th down and goal line, anything that in short yardage situation, that shows a little bit of pride, a little guts, and I like seeing that on the defensive side.
I know coming in that there was some concern about how big those guys were and them being able to possibly run the football against us, but let me tell you what, it starts in that defensive line, and from there back, it was just solid. Made a couple of adjustments, personnel-wise. Moving 8 closer to the ball.
Well, that was Coach Randy Johnston's idea. We want a second group of D-line going in the playoffs. We want a group that we can send out to spare our guys a little bit of time. Also gets another fresh hat in there, and it gives us a little bit of a different look for different O-line to see, and then we're able to adjust and send them in when we want them. So we're probably going to do that the rest of the way through, is have a 2 group that always is flushing in and out.
Well, it keeps somebody fresh, especially some of those guys who are already playing on both sides of the football.
Exactly.
But 47-0, the Hounds win. Great game here at Newport. The Hounds will be on the road going to Hoxie next week, and not to look ahead, but you got to talk about it a little bit. 2 quality football teams, and somebody, a state championship caliber contender, somebody's not going to be able to move on to the next round.
I know, and we hope for both health for both teams. I'll say that from the start, so we have no problems. But I can tell you this, come and play Corning tonight, play Hoxie next week. It feels like it's a replay of the conference we had last year. It's right where our guys need to be. I mean, it really is. I mean, we want to be in that seat. We've heard about Hoxie all year. We want to see how we can compete with them.
Coach, I like our team. I like our offense. I think when we got Eli, and of course he was the player of the game, he got involved in the passing game, scored a couple of touchdowns. DJ threw for 5 tonight, 5 TDs. Awesome night, DJ.
He is learning. I've said this over and over and over, and I have to keep saying it, but he is learning every scenario and situation. He's learning. That 2-minute drive or 1-minute drive, whatever it was right there, it didn't turn out like we wanted it to, but there's a lesson in it, and we're going to teach that on Monday. So, that's what I love about him, is he's young, and we're teaching as we're going.
I do know this, that winning is so much better than taking it on the chin.
You ain't never lied. You're never lied. Great night. I mean, we've been talking about the weather and then talking about how good the night was, and come away with a win, it makes it even better.
We thank you for taking time to join us, and just on the night where everybody had internet connection. I don't know if the clock is even on internet, but if it
I don't
is,
know. Yeah,
it went off a couple of times too. But Coach, congratulations on the big victory here tonight, 47-0 against Corning. And, we'll be at Hoxie next Friday night. We'll be on the air at 6:45, and we're looking forward to it, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And as always, go Hounds.